Welcome to the weekly podcast all about turning the great American RV adventure into stressless camping. Each week we explore tips, tricks, ideas, and destinations and talk to the happiest campers in the RV world. Pull up a seat at the campfire as we enjoy some stressless camping.
Welcome to the campfire.
Well, welcome to the Christmas tree.
That's true.
I'm Peggy.
And I'm Tony.
And we are two RV industry veterans who travel part-time.
Yeah, in a brand new trailer.
Well, at least we will be by the time you see this.
Yeah, when you see this, we will be seeing our new trailer.
And I don't know the next part.
We've only done 200 episodes.
And we are looking to share big adventures and help you with great tips,
tricks,
and discounts.
And we have friends with us today.
We do. So we are continuing our series of lists of things that people might like as holiday gifts. And today we have girl campers Janine Pettit and Lesa McDermott with us, and they are going to help us with another list of things.
Yeah, so welcome and thank you for being here with us.
It's always a blast to be here, but I think this is your first time on the show?
Second time.
Second time.
Oh,
yes.
Well,
Lesa helped us get ourselves settled or domiciled in South Dakota for a while this summer.
Yeah.
And I was P. Green. She got to spend all that quality time with you. And you guys have a beautiful neck of the woods because it's gorgeous there.
It really is. And I think we were there at like the perfect time of year too.
We had the best.
I literally sat in Lisa's office and watched buffalo roam by. Whatever buffalo are doing all day.
They did better. They just sit out on the front deck of their camper and watch the buffalo roam by.
Yeah.
And that's crazy, right? I mean, daily you see the wild turkeys.
We do. Yeah.
So it's always like, I took Lesa in my park here yesterday because she's visiting me here in New Jersey, and I'm like, there's 3 deer. And then I realized how ridiculous that sounds to someone who sees buffalo on like a daily basis.
I've sat in my office and watched the coyotes run through the front yard.
Yeah, we have, because we're in New Mexico and we're kind of in the middle of the desert. We have coyotes and roadrunners and rabbits. And I kind of
we're like a cartoon here.
Yeah, we are. We're like a cartoon.
Coyote.
Yeah. You know, me every time you see one.
Yeah.
Of course.
How can you not? Anyone in our age group has to do that, right? And
absolutely.
An anvil is falling out of the sky.
Yeah, I will not buy a product if it comes from Acme.
You're smart. We have no products from Acme here. We just have some of our girl camper favorite things to receive and also to give.
Yes.
So,
excellent.
And that's what we saw your live video yesterday, and we're like, oh my gosh, you have so many cool things.
Right.
And so, well, first let's hear a little bit about Girl Camper.
Please.
I'm going to let Lesa tell you.
Put me on the spot. So Girl Camper was founded around 2015 by this wonderful woman. She started off with a website and a podcast that was so good. So sad that we're not doing it anymore, but maybe we'll bring it back someday. And that's how I got involved with Girl Camper. Is I literally binge listened to all of the Girl Camper podcast episodes on my way out to Ohio to pick up one of my first campers, which was an R-Pod, and listened to it all the way back, me and my little dog Bandit. And I just loved what the podcast was doing, that it was a lot what you guys are doing and giving great advice out there to not only new campers, but seasoned campers well, and, giving us tips and tricks and things that I maybe never had thought about, or issues that, well, how do you address that? And it was just great. And then the next thing I know, she's saying, hey, I'm going to have guides in our different states. Who wants to be a guide and help carry on this message and mission? And I was like, oh, me. And so I put my name in, and good Lord, she picked me.
Who wouldn't pick her?
Right?
So
right.
Started off as the guide for South Dakota and then took on Wyoming, which meant that I was writing content about our 2 wonderful states and then creating events for Girl Camper. And so that was a few years ago. And now we have guides in 30 states.
30.
And
Believe it.
Yeah, and they create content specific for their state. They also do gear reviews and great campground reviews, camping 101 stuff. You guys are great contributors to our website. And then we've launched the Girl Camper magazine, which is going into year 3, I think.
We're finishing year 3.
We're
only 1 issue away
from
the completion of year 3. I can't even believe that the summer issue, because we're working on the spring issue now. The summer issue will be the first issue of year 4.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then we just redid our whole website, and we're making that a much better resource for people. But you're going to be able to go onto our website, and if you want to see all the reviews that were done, say on an e-bike, you're going to be able to find that simple on our site. Or if you want to see the reviews, including like reviews that you've done, Tony, on different campers.
Tony's reviews are going to have a headlining spot. So when you want to look up a camper, you can look up Tony's reviews on the new and improved Girl Camper website. We're dedicating a page to all of your stuff.
Yeah.
Oh man, I'm honored.
It'll be, we'll go in that and they can see all of that. So it's going to be a really good resource. And I'm not sure that there's anything quite like it out there. So I'm excited for that. Gals can go on and see all of the events that we have across the country. We have hundreds of events.
I was going to just say, remember when this is our 3rd year of hosting events.
Yeah.
And I remember when we were like having a little internal celebration because we had 15 events on the board. And now I can't even read them all.
Right.
Like there's 200 up there. So
yeah.
And we're a travel group. So like if there's not one in your place, look for the closest one to you and jump in your car and go.
Right. Or if you're interested in hosting your own event, you don't have to be a guide. You can work with your, the guide that's closest to you. And you can co-host an event for us. And so that's really cool that we're doing that. And we just launched our new and improved Girl Camper online store.
Yeah.
Which has a ton of fun stuff in it.
We're going to tell you some today.
Yeah, we'll tell you.
Excellent.
So lots of moving parts at Girl Camper. And I'm so grateful for the team we have. Lisa's our chief wrangler here, and she has a lot of irons in the fire, and she is beloved by the team. So I think you get a lot more responses out of people than I do. This girl makes things happen, but we feel like we really gelled in the last 6 months. Like a lot of stuff we were working on. You know how sometimes the building of the components takes so long, and then all of a sudden it's all coming together. And we're having a ton of fun. And 2023 is going to be a great year at Girl Camper, and we're just blessed to have great partners like you and Peggy and Mark and Dawn Polk and, Mike Quadil writing for autos for us for the magazine. And, our executive editor, Kim, is the president of the Society of American Travel Writers. So we have great writers at our...
we're adding new guides all the time.
Yeah. So, we're busy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We do things.
Going places and doing things.
Right.
And I learned about you from the podcast as well. So, we did.
Yeah.
We did.
Yeah.
But speaking
you guys
of
were early on with the podcast.
Oh yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
You for years.
You were
we did.
And it's not actually, I don't think it was ever published, but you were her last podcast episode. Was the StressLess Camping podcast.
Oh, man.
Which is, once I was done with that, we couldn't go any higher. I just said,
how do you kill a podcast? Hey, let's get Tony and Peggy from StressLess Camping.
You know how you kill a podcast?
That's it, we're done.
Magazine.
Yeah.
That's how you kill a podcast. Because this girl could not walk and chew gum. It was the podcast or the magazine, but now we have Kim and a great team at the magazine. So 2023, I think, is the year we're going to bring the podcast back.
All right.
Great.
You heard it here first, folks. And you had mentioned a great store with some cool gadgets.
Yeah.
So what she got?
I'm gonna show off one of our favorite things. So the Girl Camper guides are micro businesses. So for me, one of the things I resisted in starting chapters is the organizations that I looked at had chapter guides and they were volunteers. And I'm like, I don't think I can ask women to just volunteer their time. I came upon a business model in which the Girl Camper guides could actually be micro businesses. So every Girl Camper guide has her own micro business. And so these guides are hosts, and they tell all about their, area, and they work with local people. So one of the things that the Girl Camper guides get to do is create their own products for the Girl Camper store. And this is one, isn't that cute? So
I like that.
It's labor intensive, but you are buying something that was handmade by a person. It didn't roll off. So Lesa buys all of these shirts, and she made 100 of these for us at the Girl Camper Camporee.
Wow.
Everybody loved them so much. She made just Girl Camper ones, and now they're in the store. So when you buy one of these, please know that Lesa made this herself. And it's a very interesting process where it's kind of like a negative space thing. She has to put a decolorant on here. This gets sprayed with bleach, and the color comes up, and then you pull away the template, and you get the picture. And I mean, she lines them all up in her house, and she makes them all, and they are for sale on the Girl Camper store. She ran out.
Wait, I gotta go get my phone and start adding to my cart as we go.
So we actually had these on last night. They were fun.
We did.
And they're super warm.
They're warm. They're super soft. I actually don't use bleach anymore. It's a bleach-free process, so it's not breaking down the fabric. So it's fun.
It's fun. Yeah. So those are in the store
cool.
now. Yep. You know what's in the store that we just have to give a verbal on, because we don't have it here, is so you met Bandit, our camp dog. Bandit is Lesa's dog in South Dakota, who comes on all the trips with us, and it's the unofficial Girl Camper mascot. So last year, Lesa made us all Girl Camper jackets, and Bandit got a jacket too.
He did.
And it was such a big hit. She had to start making dog jackets. So in the store, you can see the Girl Camper doggy jackets.
Mm-hmm.
That's because I'm sure the Girl Campers are hounding you.
Okay. One. Let's see. How many times Tony gives us his pun?
The pun alerts?
We need a drinking game for every interview we're in, and that's the one.
I don't know if we could make it through them, though.
Well, we're going to drink hot chocolate because it's daytime, but yeah. So, yes, they're super, super cute.
Mm-hmm.
Great.
Okay,
well, I discovered that for some reason, I did not save all my Christmas sweaters. I saved one Christmas sweater when we moved.
Oh, when you made the move?
I need warm, festive, soft clothing, so I don't have to wear my pajamas every day.
Well, and speaking of pajamas,
These are super cute.
How many things I actually have, but we have really cute pajama bottoms.
Oh yeah.
It's so fun because we all have these on at the campground together, and they have a matching shirt.
Yeah, you can get a matching shirt in various colors.
In various different colors.
So there's a matching shirt.
Nice.
And then these come in long pants or shorts.
We don't have the shorts anymore.
Oh, we don't?
We can get those.
It's
again.
winter time.
Yeah.
Liar pants on fire. But I am kidding. I have washed mine so many times, and they're still.
I've worn mine since January,
I've
obviously washed them. But they're not faded. They're not pills.
So they're fine.
Yeah, they're great. So, and the same with the shirts.
Some of this stuff in the Girl Camper store.
Great.
Show them your gaiter that you made that up.
I did. So we have these neck gaiters in a couple of different.
I think we should put it on because your ears might get knocked off.
I saw that on the site. Yeah.
We have a couple of different styles.
Makes a great headband too.
Headband,
ponytail holder.
For covering masks. Great in the summer for sun off your face, or in the winter for keeping you warm. So we
actually wore those when we were. Lesa and I did the entire length of the Grand Canyon the summer before last, and that came in very handy.
Mm-hmm.
Or you could rob a bank.
There you go.
Oh,
All I know is that she was a girl camper.
You have this, don't you, Peggy?
Yeah.
Do you have a girl camper mug?
No, I don't actually have a girl camper mug. No.
Okay, we're going to send you one. This is a very interesting story. So one of the reasons we love to travel is back roads, right? So I'm in this town of Thomas, West Virginia, a 2-street town on the river there. One street is on the riverbank, and then you got to climb up the hill, and there's the second street, and that's the town. One road goes one way, the other road goes the other way. So I had to just walk that town, and I see this shop called Mud, M-U-D.
M-U-D.
And this is a potter in West Virginia supporting his family and 3 kids by making mugs. So I went in there and I gave him my business card, and this is artisans, like in this Walmart and box, like everything mass produced world, there are people who make things by hand. This is what I love about Lesa's shirts. Like they're warmed up in her living room and she's making them, right? Well, in her
they're in the Montana fifth wheel now.
So this guy, I gave him my business card and he mocked up. This is the original mock-up mug. This is the one he sent me in the mail. This was the prototype. And I said, we're going with that. It was $28 and then it was $32 and now it's because his expenses go up, the cost of electricity for his kiln. But most people look at this and go, heck yeah, I'm going to pay that because
it's handmade.
I'm supporting a man who's keeping his small town going. And I just love the story behind this mug. And so when we run out of these mugs, we call up Ben. And he ships us 25 of them at a time, and usually have 5 broken ones. No matter how he tries, he can't help the people.
Whoa! Now I know how that happens.
That's how that happens. Fortunately, the prototype didn't get broken, but there's a couple that bite the dust. Well, we glue them back together because we can't bear. We don't sell them, but we glue them back together because we can't bear to throw them away. So anyway, this girl camper mug, that's the story behind it. So if you go on our website and wonder why this thing costs $40, now you know.
She keeps
broken mugs are good. Broken mugs are good for pencil holders and tea bag holders and all kinds of things that if they don't hold liquid, it doesn't matter. They're still good mugs.
Hey, Lesa, did you expect to get mugged today?
True. 2 some more martinis tonight. Yeah. We're practicing our some more martinis.
So besides the mugs, we also have Tervis, insulated coffee, 20-ounce coffee things or whatever, beverage glasses. And then we have smaller ones too that are more for the wine, and they're all Girl Camper.
And
Wait a minute.
They put our logo on it, those nice people at Tervis.
And our plaid.
They got our plaid on there, and man, that's a good mug.
Wait a minute. What's wrong with that size of wine?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Nothing at all.
As long as you're not driving,
go
for it.
Yeah.
And then, of course, we have a huge variety of stickers and decals in the store, too. So
we have to figure a place for stickers on the new trailer because we need to put our Girl Camper sticker on the new trailer.
Luckily, we never got around to it on the trailer.
Well, you didn't have time. You didn't have time. On mine, I just want to kind of limit the stickers to the back end and start with the wheel covers. So Camco makes a great just white or black wheel cover. So once that's filled up, you can start filling up the back end, because really, who's reading it but the guy behind you?
Right, exactly.
Although I do have that Girl Camper sticker big under my window.
I do too. Yeah. There's a big version.
We have to identify ourselves as Girl Campers. Yeah.
We had one from ABC Marketing who did our solar and power package, and maybe the lady who rear-ended us was just trying to get a better look.
Yeah, it was.
So maybe that's
it was huge.
This big.
Yeah,
it was big, but that was a cool solar package that you had. My husband's still talking about it.
Well, and we are getting the same one.
When we come back, we'll show you the new package, which is even more impressive.
Oh no.
Well, since Lesa mentioned solar systems, we want to talk about our friends at ABC Upfitters.
For sure.
Who have upfitted the trailer that we are picking up today with our new solar package.
It seems funny to say today because it's not today when we're recording.
Yeah,
but
we're
it's
recording
today
this in
while you're
advance, of
watching.
course, right? But you're watching today, and when you're watching, we are going to be in Indiana at Rockwood picking up our new travel trailer, and so it's going to be outfitted with the power package, which in our case is 1,000 watts of solar panels on the roof, a 400 amp hour battery, and yes, it will run the air conditioner, although we probably won't be
needing it in Indiana in December.
Later next year. But it's just a great system. It's just a flawless system that we have. We'll put some video of what that system looked like in our old trailer. And we can't wait to tell you about it in the next few weeks here in our new trailer. But in the meantime, let's go back to the gifts because there's some cool stuff that they're talking about. Yeah.
We'll be jealous. At least Carl will be.
Carl will be so jealous.
Yeah.
We need to put that like on the van.
On the
Sprinter van that we're up doing, and so
there you go. Yes.
He'll be calling you. Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, we know some people.
We know some people. Yeah.
So what else do you have for us?
Well, those are things in our store, but
we have more favorite things.
Girl camper aside,
good.
Lesa is, she's green, like Kermit. Lisa's always looking for stuff. In fact, this is why she doesn't do the bleach anymore.
Right.
She's always looking for things to, protect Mother Earth here. So this is one of our favorite things.
These are wheat straw utensils. There should be a knife, but Janine can't have sharp objects.
They won't let me.
We really should take the fork away, and she should just learn to eat with the spoon.
I have to get a fork.
That would be cool.
These are
made out of wheat straw.
So when you're at McDonald's or for me, I always get the salad over at Wendy's, and you get those terrible cheap plastic forks, which are wrapped in another piece of plastic. It's all about kind of eliminating single-use plastics where you can. I mean, sometimes we just can't all the time, but I keep this in my glove compartment, and you just wipe it with a disinfectant wipe, put it back in there. And then when I get a salad or something, or even a chili or something there, or sometimes a Frosty, my spoon, I can just pull this out and have it. When I travel, this is in my backpack. I have it on a plane. I have it at the hotel with me. These are so inexpensive. 4 of these, and there's 3 pieces in them. 4 of them for $7.99. So it's a great stocking stuffer. If you're going to have to buy a lot of little gifts for people in your life and you just want to give something thoughtful, you're paying less than, you pay like $2.
Yep.
And
we have a set of those that we were at like a street fair, and one of the local businesses, that's what they were giving away at that street fair. And that's what we do, is keep that in the truck glove
it's a
box.
great item, isn't it?
Now our knife is missing partly because I was using it to cut some cheese and I didn't put it away properly. So it's not really missing. It's just somewhere.
Something about the knives.
I have high
In other words, it cut class.
Oh
boy. Okay, tell about this, because this is something the girl campers came across this year. We're all using this now.
Yeah, we actually.
I think you found this.
I think I did, and it was and I think it was somebody suggesting it online in one of our Facebook groups.
We love that.
Had said, what's a good environmentally friendly soap? And when we say that, it's like, what is something that if it gets on the ground, it's not going to kill the grass or the plants or the bunnies or whatever. Because nothing's 100% environmentally friendly because you're adding something that wasn't normally there in this environment. But this is one of the things that is on top of the line, and it's called Red Bud Suds soap. And you can only get them on their website or I believe in Etsy. They come in wonderful smells.
I got the cedar.
Yeah, this one is Citrus Sunshine.
And it's a 4-in-1. So it's a shampoo, conditioner, body soap, and shaving cream.
Yeah. And we tested that because we took this on our 10-day rafting trip down the Grand Canyon. And if anybody's done that trip, they know that water is
ice cold
mud.
And hard as a rock. It's hard water.
Yeah.
So the thing about the natural soap is it rinsed off. It doesn't have a lot of chemicals in it. Like, I don't know, we would have been left with a layer of film on it. The water was 58 degrees.
Oh.
Yeah, all the time. And it looked like chocolate milk because the mud was churning in it. But hey, we do things, right?
Yep.
So, but these have been a lot of fun. So if you're at the campground, I don't know about you guys, but yeah, 2 sizes. I do not shower in my camper, usually if I'm at the campground, because why would I? Like most campgrounds have really nice, clean bathrooms. So I'll go over there where I've got a little elbow room because I had a wet bath in mine. And rather than the bucket with your shampoo, your conditioner, your, all your stuff, it's a bar of soap.
It's a bar of soap.
And yeah.
And
nice.
You can also
bar of soap and a towel and you're done.
Well, and then
the soap bar goes in
a little mesh bag.
Yeah,
oh.
So you leave it in the bag and it's got a string on it so you can hang it. Yeah, and then it helps you lather up really well.
Yeah. So we have loved these. These I just actually snuck out of my Christmas box because I there's no chance in hell my kids will be watching me, but so I got these for the kids.
They're not kidding.
Well, that also is good because a lot of now boondocking is so popular and overlanding, and a lot of these rigs have outdoor showers, and using something like that, you don't feel guilty showering outside your camper.
Returning this to earth.
Yeah, the other people who are camping with you may applaud or boo, but at least you're not ruining the grass.
Yes. No, and you know what else? You can say a product is environmentally friendly, but it still has to work.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Like that actually is a really nice soap.
It's a really nice soap. I don't know that it works for someone with hair like mine. For conditioner, works great for shampoo. Tony,
you're good.
You're good. Good. Peggy, you and I, we sadly need real conditioner that can get the tangles out of our.
Get all the way to the ends. Yeah.
Yeah.
But soap, body wash, it's wonderful, and shaving cream too.
Yeah.
It's a fun product. So.
Okay, talk about this because this is one of our favorite new things.
I'm trying to sneak this out of Janine's
She's
house.
not sneaking it. I have a if she goes out, it's going to go off like she's at Walmart.
So this is a packet. Again, you can get this off of Amazon, and we have links to an Amazon store on our website that has all these things in it. That Janine found. It has 15 packets of different dehydrated spices, veggies. This is green beans. And you can see that there's a lot in here.
This is tomato powder.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, and these are the actual dehydrated tomatoes. So let me tell you how I found this. Every year I try to think of something new. What can I make? I like to make homemade gifts at Christmas time. And I'm like thinking, last year I made fire starters, like a bucket of all. Oh, they were so fun to make. Somebody wrote in and said, why would you make those? And I'm like, because that's fun.
Yeah.
Why
right?
not?
So this year I got mason jars. And so for me, solo woman traveler, right? I'm cooking for one at the end of the day. And it's a long driving day. I want food. I do not want a sub from the gas station that I passed an hour ago before. Yeah, I want food, right? So you take a mason jar and you put 2 tablespoons of granulated Knorr, I like Knorr bouillon. Put that in the bottom. Then what kind of soup do you want? You can turn it into anything. You could turn it into a vegetable medley. You could turn, here's some potatoes. You could do potato and leek.
Sorry.
And then you just mix these all up. There's 15 different envelopes here. And there's 44 ounces altogether, and you're using maybe 1 or 2 ounces off of each. And you put this all in the mason jar. You top it off with some egg noodles, put the lid back on with a cute little note. You put this in with 2 cups of water. You simmer it for 15 minutes, and you've got a really beautiful hot meal.
Nice.
But I love the shelf life on this. I could keep this in my RV for the next 6 months, and I know that wherever I end up, if I'm in some really remote place, I'm still going to have a hot meal.
You can dress up ramen.
Here's Here's a way to add to that, or to facilitate that. Let's say you are traveling in your car. If you have one of those portable power stations like a Jackery, you could get this, an induction cooktop,
Ooh.
and a kettle, honk, and you could cook right on your tailgate or in the back of your car, and this has no fumes and there's no fire.
I love
so
that.
That would be a great addition to those the jars.
And I just keep thinking about what happened in Texas 2 years ago. I think, I mean, I live up here. I wasn't impacted by it, other than my 85-year-old mother was without any heat for 2 weeks. You know, and I'm like, Mom, get on a plane and come up here to me. They just kept thinking it's coming on tomorrow. Then she was afraid to leave her house, you know. So she's got one of these vaulted living rooms, and she is got her couch pulled up to the propane fireplace, but it's all just going up in the air, you know. And I was so worried about her, you know. But here's the thing, like emergency food in emergencies, like my development here, all electric. If we lose power here, you can't turn on the stove, you can't run hot water, nothing works. So I have a Jackery, so I could always heat up water. But I want to show you something else. So this is $59, and it's 44 ounces of different dried vegetables and spices. I've made a dozen jars so far, and I still have leftover. This is my second pack here. So I'm not even sure how many meals I'm getting out of it, but I'll tell you what I'm getting, just a little peace of mind and a little gift that's different. Something this is neat, you know? So I don't know. I'm having fun playing with dehydrated food. And each of these are resealable. And I love it because I don't want, when I search dehydrated food, I don't need a gallon container of dried peas. I like the portions here. So this has been a lot of fun. But
and the other thing
that would fit well into a camper cabinet or even a drawer. I mean, so you have that in case, you know, you just run out of food or whatever. And it keeps, you know, it's something that's a great idea.
I love the shelf life in it. I just love the shelf life in it. And if you make them up in the jars ahead of time, it's done. You can just pull it out. You don't have to think about it. But you can still have all of this in there. If, like Lesa said, you got a thing like ramen noodles. Well, let me throw some corn in here.
Yeah.
Let me bulk
and
up
I remember, and I remember Lesa saying yesterday that they're like, if it says dried green beans, what's in there? It's dried green beans. Nothing else.
That's all that's in there.
You look at this, carrots, broccoli, ingredients, dehydrated broccoli.
That's it. Love that.
Yeah.
No preservatives or chemicals.
Yeah, so that's so cool. But speaking of the emergencies, we're kind of in love with this city bonfire thing here. So this is an interesting story with the company. Both of these men who started this company lost their jobs during COVID. And they live on a cul-de-sac together, and they were just like brainstorming. And so they came up with this idea. This is soy wax. So there's no smoke in this. It smokes a little when you first light it. You got to give it a minute, and then it's a smokeless fire. But what's interesting about this container is, you know, there's no wicks in here. They developed this, and they're like cardboard. Like, think of an egg carton. The little piece that goes in between each egg, that's almost what they look like. So when you light all four of these, you get a consistent fire, more like a bonfire than you would just lighting a candle and having a single flame. So this I sent to my aunt and uncle last year when they were kind of housebound, and they took it out on their porch, and they had date night, and they made some more. So you can get it with a s'more kit, and it's got chalk and really great marshmallows, and it even comes with a lighter and roasting sticks. But City Bonfires took this up a notch this year, which I thought was really great. They created a little camp stove, a metal camp stove that you assemble very quickly. It sits on top of this. So, of course, I had to send this to my mother, because at least if you didn't have electricity, right, you can put a little aluminum pan on here and boil some water, make dehydrated soup, make instant coffee, just you don't even have to have dehydrated soup. I mean, you could just cook soup on this, open a can of Campbell's and cook it on here. So I kind of think this is a fun gift idea to send the person who you didn't get to camp with this year for Christmas. But I even more love this as an idea as an emergency thing to just have in your car or your home, just to be able to say, in worst case scenario, I am going to have coffee.
Yeah, because that's important.
I can cope with whatever is coming my way if I have coffee.
Right.
Yep.
So this is a fun thing. So you could buy just the bonfire. You could buy the s'more kit. They have a couple of different iterations of this, but I think it's so much fun. And again, American made. These are made in Maryland. They started out making them in their garage. Now they make them in a factory. And this is just two dads who had to find a way to
make a living,
keep the money rolling in during COVID. And they've had so much fun with this. They've been on all the shows and everything today, and People Magazine and Forbes, but we like to keep them rolling. We love a small business.
Heck yes.
Yeah, right. It's great to support your neighbors in the US here.
Yeah.
Love when the money stays here.
Well, I'm going to go with the rechargeable heated socks, because being a former ski instructor, I know how important it is to keep your feet warm. And that was a huge problem with a lot of people who, went out and got in their ski boots and, oh, my toes are freezing. And then they had a miserable day. Well, if they would have had their feet warm, they would have had a really fun day. And so this company, which is Action Heat, makes several different varieties. This happens to be the 3.7 volt rechargeable heated sock. And I like that it's rechargeable, because they do have battery versions, but, they last a few times. You have to throw the batteries out, replace them.
And then they're like, you're like ankle weights, because you've got batteries in your socks.
Batteries,
The fun thing about this, though, is, like you said, the remote is in your pocket. So you can turn them off, like your feet get heated, but there's several different settings. So you just maybe, when I use these, because we were camping in March, snow on the ground, and I thought, well, let me try these socks, right? So you get outside and it's like 32. It was literally snowing. We're sitting around this campfire. Turn these things on. Then in like 15 minutes, my feet are actually hot. Turn them off, right? And I love that I could kind of control them all day, because it doesn't take long before your feet are getting cold again, you know? So, but not just outside. When you're camping in the winter or camping in the cold at all, if your feet are warm, you're going to be warm.
Yes.
So you can sleep in these and turn them on low until you get that heat going, and then turn them off.
Yeah, so true. One of my first campers was had the tent pop outs, and it got so cold. We were camping in the late fall, and I didn't have socks, like an idiot. And I thought, well, I can tough it out this night. And then the second night, I was too cheap to go to the Walmart that was like 3 blocks down to buy socks, because I had a million pairs of socks at home. And I had a second miserable night. And so what happened there? I went home and I sold my camper, because I'm like, it was the camper's fault.
You could have bought the socks for $129 and it would have been cheaper. Okay, we're running out of time, so I got one more. So in my homemade gift giving this year, because I just can't help myself, I got myself 2 boxes of the Camco ceramic mugs. I think these things are so nice, because there's 4 mugs in the 4-pack, and it's like 32. So you're paying like $8 a mug, but they're ceramic, and they really hold the heat. When you put your soup in here, they stay warm. They're microwavable and dishwasher safe and all that. But I bought the 4-pack, and then I filled them with marshmallows, with chocolate, with graham crackers, with hot chalk. I didn't do any of those because I have them in the mason jar, but
you could.
Or some of those little straw wheat straw silverware.
So to fill these things up and create a little gift that keeps giving. So you get the mug, but you got hot chocolate, you got instant coffee, and I love these mugs because they're super big. It's much bigger than a regular coffee cup. So when you're at the campground, this is great for soup. It's great for chili. You can really use it for more. I put cereal in mine, and I eat cereal out of this.
Yeah, it's a hefty size of a mug.
Yeah, so these are super cute, and they've got 4 different designs. Yeah, so
nice.
I've had fun with these this year. If you're really nice, you could give the 4-pack to someone.
But that's a great idea, to sort of do a handmade hand stuffed, I guess it were,
Yeah.
mug. And then it's the things that kind of would support local businesses as well. And it's thoughtful. So what the heck? It sounds great.
Yeah, we've had a lot of fun. So we're having a fun idea with all the. Oh, you got to.
Last but not least,
we have to talk.
the Girl Camper magazine.
Of course.
Yes, of course.
What makes,
Now,
that's
Everyone
great.
who listened last week knows that we talked about magazines, and Girl Camper magazine is one of our absolute favorites. I can't wait to get it. And fortunately, we had such a goofy summer and forgot to renew our subscription, but we did get caught up.
We've
Thank
got
you,
one on
Janine.
the way to you. Your missing
Thank
issue
you.
is on its way.
Thank you so much, because we devour them.
Yeah,
Well,
because
it's
not
okay.
having one made me grumpy.
Oh boy.
Bye.
He was waiting for that.
Aw.
Well, it's always such a pleasure to spend any time with you, whether it's digital or in person, camping in your yard.
So the Girl Camper products, of course, you can find on girlcamper.com on their new store. And the other products, there are links on Girl Camper. So we'll share those links. And then you can go out and buy all the things that the Girl Campers love.
Yeah. And
Thank you.
Thanks
And
for
find
letting
the-
us come on and toot our horn.
Yeah.
oh, it's
Oh,
always a
absolutely.
pleasure. Well, thank you again. Have a wonderful Christmas, and we hopefully will cross paths in person in the year to come.
For sure.
Yes, you're going to be halfway to us when you're in Indiana, and we can't wait to see your new camper.
Yes.
Yeah, it'll look a lot like the old one without the dent in the back.
Well, we love you, friends, and have safe travels.
We
picking
love
it
you.
up.
Love
Thank
you too.
Wow, that was so awesome. Thank you, Janine and Lesa, for giving us ideas about how to make camping
Yeah.
more fun and more festive and more stressless, because, having emergency food and having that fire available.
And just supporting local businesses
supporting
is
local
something
businesses.
and again with the wheatgrass forks and knives, that was not knives, because apparently everyone loses
Apparently
them.
they disappear.
But having the wheatgrass forks and knives are just
Wheat straw.
Yeah, are just better in terms of not being more plastic.
Right,
And you're saving
exactly.
plastic.
Yes.
So there you go. So it's a good thing.
So normally we do a lot more kind of things at the end.
Yeah.
We're not going to do all that. We're
No.
going to let you kind of just simmer on all those ideas that Janine and Lesa gave us. Even the question of the week, I'm just going to ask you to go back and listen or reread Tom's question or read it and keep answering, because I think this is a great question, and I want all the answers that we can get.
Yeah, and you can get that at our fun and friendly StressLess Camping Podcast Facebook group. Whew. And of course, we do our once a week newsletter, which is absolutely free, with links to the stories, videos, podcasts, and all of that helps you get the most out of your stressless camping experience.
Just visit the website and sign up. If it's your first time, it'll pop up and say, do you want the newsletter? And if it's not your first time, go to the very bottom of the page and sign up for the weekly newsletter.
Yeah, and know that, of course, we only do one email a week, and never share your information.
Never.
While you're on the website, you'll find the show notes for this episode 181.
181. We're getting closer to the 200 mark.
Yeah, absolutely.
And also on the website, don't forget to check out the deals and discounts page, especially right now when you're holiday shopping.
Yeah.
Check for the best deals that you need, or your friends will need, for yours and their stressless camping adventures. And if you have a great deal that you'd like to share, please let us know, and we would love to share that with our audience.
Absolutely. And of course, we are in all the social places, but you can find us there by starting at stresslesscamping.com. Up in the upper right corner, there is the links to all the social places. And of course, if you don't want to miss a future episode of the StressLess Camping Podcast, it's free, and you can subscribe on any podcast app.
We are saving you a seat around our virtual Christmas tree.
Yeah, absolutely.
And campfire.
And of course, we're so grateful for all the reviews that you've left this year, not. And of course, that does help others find us. And so we're just a bigger, better campfire. So thank you for the reviews. Well, with that being said, we, from Indiana.
Sure.
In the future, we would love to wish you
Happy camping.
We hope you learned a lot and had some fun and got some tips for your next stressless camping adventure. We're honored by your reviews on Apple Podcasts, which helps others find us too. Don't forget to subscribe so you won't miss out on the adventure, and we look forward to your joining us next week. Until then, happy camping!